you doing? You got the Boston Trucker with you. It's Monday morning. Start in the morning the way we start every morning. Checking the oil, kicking tires, lighting fires, looking for leaks on the ground, checking belts, making sure nothing loosened up. All right, let's go. Kick that music on. Yeah. Boston Trucker here. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy it. Comfortable first. Number one rule for me is you gotta be comfortable when I'm driving. Can't be wearing a jacket, be all layered up. Gotta ride cool on my stool. I was watching this channel yesterday. I like to look for new YouTube channels, trucker channels, of course. There's a husband and wife that drive for Hirschbach. You know, Hirschbach out of Iowa. Didn't Hirschbach buy out Shano? I think so. Anyways, cool dude. Guy's kind of cool. Got a long beard. He's got the hair dyed on his beard. One side's like brown, one side's white. It's a look. And his wife. But he's driving, he's wearing bib overalls, which is a Midwest thing. Heavy flannels. His wife's in a winter coat and a winter hat as they go down the road. And I'm like, hey, it works for them. But I'm like, is there no heat on in the truck or something? Man, I was getting cold just watching them. I like to, personally, and it's personal choice. I just like to be as less layers as possible when I'm driving. I don't want to be too comfortable, you know, wearing sweatpants and flip-flops, but you know, jeans and a shirt, t-shirt. It's summertime. It's gotta be comfortable when you're driving. That's all. You gotta be able to be free to move. I like to move. I like to move it. It's Monday morning here, folks. We're starting out with a dry Monday. It's going to end up being wet by the end of the day. Tuesday's going to have some rain. Wednesday's going to be a washout. And then sunshine Thursday and Friday. Yeah. I like to watch the over-the-road trucker YouTube channels. Even though it's a lot of newbie style over-the-road truckers, I find it entertaining. Except none of them shift, which is a little, it kind of bums me out, I guess. That's the way trucking has gone. These big box companies. So here's my question: they do a lot of drop and hooking. You know, a lot of drop a loaded trailer, pick up an empty trailer, go pick up a load, which we've all done, you know. And I've worked for companies where you drop and hook. Bud Meyer, New Century, Land, and you're really at the mercy of the driver who dropped the trailer before you. Now, back in my day over the road, I hardly ever remember a time where I would grab a trailer and have a flat on it before I even left. Or I had lights out before I even left. I feel like in my time over the road, drivers were a little more, I don't even know what the word word is, prideful, concerned, professional, that they wouldn't leave you a damaged trailer with a flat on it or a light out. But a lot of these videos I noticed, the Hirschbach driver, the Prime drivers, they go to pick up trailers and they got flats on them, or they got low tires on them, or they got lights out. Trailers have been scraped, they didn't, you know, and it's just like, what's wrong with the drivers previously who were leaving those trailers like that? For the next driver, it's just like, it's like every man for themselves. You made it. So what happens is these drivers are, you know, they're looking for an empty, and they got to go around and find a good one, and then the damaged one probably just sits it. And I bet nobody reports them either. Like, if you find a damaged trailer and you're like, well, I'll just grab the next one. Do you say anything? Do you call up dispatch and go, hey, we got a damaged trailer? I don't know. You'd hope they would. But I just found it interesting. The drivers are going around trying to find a trailer that doesn't have a flat on it. And he finally found one, and he's like, well, this trailer's, the tire's kind of low. We'll have to get it fixed on the way out. I'm like, why do you even have to deal with it? You shouldn't have to deal with that. But maybe that's just the way the industry has gone nowadays. I mean, it's kind of hard to kick a tire when you're not wearing boots. You know, you can break a toe. You know what I mean? All right, we made it to the pit. See if my truck's still clean. Roads are a little wet, but there wasn't much spray coming off the tires. Not bad. It's good to start the week off clean. My back door catches all the spray though. You know, that's something that's not taught in truck driving school, I'm sure. Watch the temperatures drop. It's probably something truck drivers learn, you know, very quickly during their first winter driving experience. But I guarantee there are no car drivers paying attention to temperatures dropping. And that's a fact. You think there are car drivers watching temperatures as they're driving down the road, seeing if the temperatures are dropping? I highly doubt it. But as a truck driver, it's something you learn real quick. Clean windows and mirrors. My ritual, as soon as I get to the gravel pit, everything gets cleaned. First run, all my windows and mirrors. Especially this time of morning, I'm heading towards the sun, heading east. We were talking about temperatures dropping, and this probably filed under boring to most people. But you know, my dad always taught me, watch the ice building up on your mirrors. Like if it was raining and the temperatures were around 33 degrees, and all of a sudden your wet mirror brackets in the top of your air cleaner started freezing, you know the temperature was hitting the freezing mark. That's time to shut off your cruise control if you were running it. I mean, you shouldn't have your cruise control on when the temperature's 32 or below. It's debatable whether you should run your engine brake when it's below freezing. Personally, I do, but the experts say you shouldn't. I wonder where Smart Trucking, where Smart Trucking stood on that engine brake below freezing. I bet he ran it. I'll have to go back and watch his videos. Rest in peace. But I was thinking about, you know, for 2 times in my career where I almost went into a jackknife where the temperatures had dropped. first time, like 1990, I was coming back from, I had a load of Rubbermaid on out of Worcester, Ohio. It was a Rubbermaid, a Tupperware. I think it was Rubbermaid. Very light loads. I mean, 2,000 pound load, probably full, top to back, loaded on the floor. I was in the, I was in an international cab over. I was on I-80 eastbound in Pennsylvania. I had just crested the hill where it says highest elevation east of the Mississippi River, right here. Back in those days, just like today, I eat a lot of popcorn as a snack. Back in those days, I used to get one of those paper grocery bags, and I would fill it with popcorn. I would make it home before I left, and I would keep it between the seats or on the doghouse. And I just crested a hill, and it was around freezing, and I was still, you know, kind of a rookie trucker, you know, and I had my hand in the popcorn bag when the tractor just started coming out from under me, and I didn't even have time to look in the mirror to see where my trailer was, but somehow instincts took over and I steered it out of going sideways. Good morning, how we doing?
Hey, absolutely ducky there, convoy.
Coffee on the quack quack, come on. The second time, I was heading empty from St. Paul to St. Cloud, Minnesota. Middle of the night, like a freezing fog situation. Just like the worst. Like nothing worse than freezing fog in the dark. And same thing. I felt the tractor come out from under me and I steered my way out of it. It's not experience, it's instincts, I guess. And I got lucky. But those are 2 times where I had that pucker factor down below my seat here, where you're just like, whoa, 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 what's happening? And I got lucky. So you got to be on your toes with the weather, temperatures coming into that time of year. You got to keep your CB radio on. Always. Always. You don't have to have it unsquelched. Turn the squelch right to the edge, just enough where you can hear, especially when you're going into bad weather, you're driving at night, or you're driving in fog. You might get lucky and somebody's going to give you a warning. Something's going on up ahead of you. And always this, when you're driving in fog, always crack your windows open. Turn the stereo down. You know why? Because when you're just driving into fog, your visibility is really low. Sometimes you can barely see the end of the hood. Keep your windows down so you can hear vehicles ahead of you crashing into one another. That's your warning right there. When you start hearing bang, 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 get off of it because you're coming into a pileup. That's a good tip right there, I gotta tell you. That's something they're not gonna teach you in truck driving school. Listen, focus, pay attention. Don't drive with your phone in your hand. Don't drive with your YouTube on. Unless you're watching my channel, of course. It's the only time it's permissible, but other than that, you're coming into inclement weather, you gotta focus. This is your time. And be a man enough nowadays, get off the road. Learn to say no. You know, you're in charge of that ship. The job is certainly not worth giving yourself an injury that'll last for life. Your company certainly will not care about you, stand behind you once you get hurt or once you crash their truck. There are no heroes in this business. You're only as good as your last load, and once you crash, they don't want to know you. And those are the hard, cold facts of this industry. You may feel like you're a hero to your dispatcher, and they'll give you a pat on the back for doing a good job and doing the impossible and getting the job on time no matter what it takes. The next load you screw up, they don't want to know you. So you're only as good as your last load in this business. Always remember that. That goes for anybody, including myself. And I know that, and I always keep that in mind. No matter what. Everyone's replaceable. Everyone. If I left today, something happened today, they'll find another dirt dummy. They'll move the same amount of dirt as me. The truck might not be as clean, but who cares? The dirt's getting moved, and that's what it's all about. This is a job. This is a tool to be used. I just like my tools shiny, that's all. That's the difference. Morning, Tommy. How are you? Doing all right.
What's up, Mike?
What's up? Everybody's out here today.
Yeah? Oh, you come back empty, eh?
Yeah, eh? I came back empty, eh?
Hey. All right, my friend. It was good that way. Wasn't too bad. Better back up before the reformatory there, but it's okay.
Deadpool, I appreciate it. See you in a bit.
Later.
Here comes Tommy. Gotta retrieve my camera. I almost forgot it. I haven't done this in a hot minute. It's gotta be 3 months at least. Riding the bike. Things changed. Supposed to go with Freddie and get the Western Star, but they wanted the trucks at the wake tomorrow. Now they don't want the trucks at the wake. They want them at the funeral procession on Wednesday. So Wednesday's going to be a washout anyway, so we will accommodate. And I'll stay in my truck today and tomorrow, and then Wednesday we'll go to the funeral procession. Which will be an honor for me to be there. heavy hitters in the local trucking community to honor a good guy. It's a little warmer out right now. I think it'd be a good time to put some stickers on. It's 45 degrees. I got this Greene County Sheriff sticker, and I got a local force sticker. Union. We're not unionizing though, but we'll put it on there anyways. Couple new ones for the sticker wall. We're gonna fill this thing up. The truck and trailer greased before we head out this morning.
Streamlight flashlight, the best flashlight in the business. Man,
Whoa.
I would love like 2 more.
Oh,
And Milwaukee grease guns.
they take a pounding.
They take a beating. Best cordless tool in the industry.
You hear that, Milwaukee? Hook us up.
I don't know if there's anything they could send us that I don't have.
Michael Cardillo. You're the unknown Cardillo in my videos. So everybody's
am the
like,
unknown.
who's that guy?
The unknown.
The
Keep
unknown.
everybody guessing. Keep everybody on their toes.
How is he related to Anthony? Is he no? Did I say? Is Anthony his dad?
You know what? That happens in real life too, not just internet life.
That's funny. Mike? They asked me, what's the hierarchy at Cardillo? Is Tony in charge, and then Anthony?
All depends on what aspect you want to talk about. Otherwise, we all make decisions together. If they're important, if they're important decisions, we all collaborate. If it's a day-to-day decision about the dirt, it's typically me. If it's a day-to-day decision about anything else, it's typically Anthony. And then my father is there because he's a giant encyclopedia of knowledge.
There you go. Love it.
I think that makes sense.
Look at you going. YouTube.
I need you to turn the wheel. Edit that out.
It's just enough to let the water run down the back after I drop it. Alrighty. It's Wednesday morning, December 11th. Heading over to the Bob Stevens funeral procession. Right down the street, about a mile from here. Gonna head over there and meet up with a few other trucks. Went to the wake last night. It's the first time I saw Teddy not wearing work clothes. Cleaned up pretty good, actually. And had a nice turnout for that. And it is downpouring today, all day. And I'm gonna come back and do some hauling afterwards, I guess. I just go home. I just go home. It's a good day to be on a couch watching Lioness or Landman or Mayor of Kingstown. Those are the shows I'm watching. I just discovered Taylor Sheridan shows like 2 weeks ago. Unbelievable. I'll put the seatbelt on for safety and for video purposes, really. Here we go. Pulling
coming out of the yard.
Oh, it looks like a lot of trucks in here. Great. This is the old White's garage Brockway that Hammer used to drive and Teddy used to drive. This is the one. You've been hearing about it on my channel for years. This is the legendary truck right here. We got George's garage here. That's a ride for these guys. It's about 35 miles. Pete.
What's going on?
Hey. Morning, guys.
How are you guys?
Morning. Morning.
Hi, pal. How are you, mister? Good. So we're going to kick you back into the building. Okay. You guys can hang out. In other words, you're out of my driveway, guys. So awesome. Hey, everybody. What's happening? These bells are out of the way. I drove in the back road.
Nice send-off. A proper send-off. That's a proper send-off for a trucker. I was gonna go into the cemetery with the truck. Only a few went in. Most of the trucks left. A lot of low trees. I decided it was gonna be tough getting in there with the stack, so I peeled out of there and we're back at the yard. Just started to pour out. We're gonna hook up to the wagon, do some hauling. That was a good send-off. A lot of good people there. It's always a good bonding experience for the trucking community. We all gotta go someday, folks. And, that's how it is. Might as well go off, be celebrated for your life. And once again, that's why I make these videos. To record history. Like guys like Hammer. I got him on video 2 or 3 times, and that'll immortalize him besides people's memories and remembering and all the legendary stuff. Alright, now we've worked. We got mud on the tires. Well, it's only 1:45. The boss just called me and said park the truck. The yard's in good shape. Trying to decide if it's worth washing for tomorrow. This is today's forecast. 100%. Rain slows down around midnight. The moon comes out. The other thing is we get high wind right now. Let's see the percentages tomorrow morning. You gotta be a weatherman to be a trucker. So rain ends around 1 a.m. Then we got about 4 hours where it should be dry when I leave tomorrow morning. And then 0% by 9 a.m. Is it ever a waste of time to wash your truck? Especially when it's pouring out, raining out, and there are heavy winds. And the answer to that question is yes. It could be a waste of time. What? I could just go home now. I'm dry and clean. I'll be home by 2 o'clock. Nice change. Sit on the couch, make some popcorn, watch some television. Maybe I'll watch Mayor of Kingstown. Have a house to myself. Or I could put on the gear and wash my truck in the heavy wind and rain. I don't know. Maybe I call it a day. It's not a free truck wash. Alright, we're going to do a touchless wash, Dave. Dave loves to try and sneak into my videos. Yeah, I do. He's the guy that makes all the noise in the background I get really frustrated with. That's Dave, our yard operator. Dave won't be doing anything for like an hour. As soon as he sees me start talking to the camera, he's like, what machine can I turn on now and just start banging around stuff? Yep. Sounds good. So, I saw Dave wearing this raincoat the other day, washing something. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wear the raincoat. So in the bucket, we got some Liquid X. We're going to run it through the power washer. It is not a power wash soap in that way. I was going to run through the foamer, but not today. So we're just going to throw some soap on. It's going to be a touchless, quick wash, rinse, hot water, pray for the best. And tomorrow we're on the low bed. So So get it going. Turn it on, turn the power on first. You need power. Temperature, I don't like it too hot. I like it around 130. All right. To get the low bed this morning. This is my white trucks hat, by the way. Hammer gave it to me. And we are bobtailing to get the low bed, which I don't think I've ever had to do. Usually I bring the trailer with me, but we're bobtailing. Hey Hammer, thanks for the hat. White trucks. White trucks rule, man. Wish they were still making them, right? Looking in my mirror for my wagon, not the back there. Found a nice dead-end street right by where I gotta get that machine with a giant circle in it. Plenty of room to turn around. Take a little walk. When I dropped the machine off, I dropped it right here in the middle of the road. But a lot of traffic in the morning here. And it's narrow, so I figured just drop it on the side road. And there she sits. Beautiful. Hopefully she starts. Awesome. There, one chain up here, a bit more intricate. Open these things up all the way. Called binders, chains and binders. That's what we got here. So then what we'll do is we'll pull this chain this way, we'll pull this chain this way, and then so it's pulling in both directions nice and tight, and then we'll throw one over the bucket. them all the way once I put air to the trailer. Once you put air to the trailer, it tightens everything up a little bit. It's nice. Wrong way. We got to lock down. I got her up on the high setting because I got to go over a set of commuter railroad tracks, and I don't want to be that guy. Got plenty of height on the machine, no worries there. I don't have any low underpasses to go under. Just doing a double check. I'll show you, picked up all my chains. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Load number 2 chain down. I got 2 snow pushers and a snow plow. We did the best we can. Lock down good though. Nice and tight. You gotta flag it if it sticks over, so even if it's just a little, still it's gotta be flagged. And I got 2 chains on this plow. Got the side, the back end chain down, and then I got it over the plow. It's not going anywhere. I'll throw an extra chain or 2 if I have to. Don't want it falling off the truck or moving en route. Double wide right turn here. And cars dying to get around me. I'm gonna swing to the left really quick. I'm gonna swing to the right. See who's gonna do it. Smart this time. Wow. 4 o'clock already. I'm still making deliveries. These plows. I just dropped the plow off at the yard. Now I'm taking the pusher back up to the school because I couldn't get in the school because they were getting out of school, the school buses and stuff. So. right, Tony says they got the old 900 put back together. I say we go inside and start her up, see how she sounds. What do you say? All right, I want to hear this thing now.
You ready?
It doesn't count if it's not on camera, you know.
You ready?
I'm ready, yeah.
Hang on my camera.
Yeah.
Now look,
Yeah.
what should I do? Should I start from the front and wash backwards, or start from the back and wash forward? I think you should probably show me. It would help me
Right.
understand.
You got to use soap. You can't just do a rinse.
Okay.
This thing, this thing needs a good cleaning.
How dirty it is.
Oh my God. That's what happens when I leave you in charge of it.
Okay, truck's in neutral. I already started once.
Okay.
The
You gotta let it cycle through.
see how smooth that is.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
Bobby Gibbons, both cams and whatever else it needed.
Should I leave my old one and take this one back? I mean, leave my new one and take the old one back.
It needs antifreeze.
What do you need antifreeze for?
We were short on it.
All right, yeah, sounds good.
I'll have it tomorrow. I'll have it all set.
All right, yeah.
And we're gonna run it a day, make a couple loads,
Yep,
or
yep.
whatever, run it a full day, and then we're gonna service it, get it all set.
Yeah. Maybe we'll keep it.
It needs to be serviced. But Mikey's ready. Mikey's waiting for it. But he
Oh, to
just
service
finished-
it? Yeah,
he just
good.
finished yesterday.
Good, yeah, no, it sounds
We
good.
gotta get some parts.
What's going on with the old LJ?
Gotta be close.
What do you mean close? Hasn't done anything to it.
Mark Arrigo.
Yeah, B model Mac, Mike.
Christmas vacation.
Yeah.
We're gonna come down here and get it running.
Really?
Yep, it's all set to go.
Really?
The it'll run. It'll run. Once we get it running, then we put the fenders back on and stuff like that. We gotta.
But it's got a long way to go to drive it, right?
We're driving it. Oh, we're gonna drive it. We're gonna drive it right after the first of the
You
year.
don't even have a windshield.
We got safety glasses.
We've got safety glasses.
It's gonna be a little cold.
That's a
up
good.
there.
I'm always looking for a good title for one of my videos. That's a good video. We've got safety glasses.
But
Wow.
we took the fenders off just
Yeah.
so we could work on it because
Yeah.
it was a lot of work. The engine was stuck, but we're in good shape now. We got it turning over, and there's a kid that'll do the carburetor, get the
Okay.
carburetor done, and before you know it, we'll be.
We'll be hauling loads with it.
Yeah.
With the
I gotta fix the mirror.
we'll put it to the Stecco. We'll hook it up to the Stecco.
that would be something.
Yeah. We'll show John Palilio a thing or two.
We're doing. And we got the.
Is that the block from the old T800?
C15. We get the block out of the C15.
What are you gonna do with that?
There was a guy that wanted the block, and I never followed up on it. I should have followed up. We were so stupid busy, but
Could you
we'll
get
go
more
high
for
five,
it?
baby.
Could you get more for it at scrap yard?
I don't know. I don't know what the block's worth. Is a block worth 3,500?
I don't know.
It all depends. Figure this way.
Yeah.
I think just about 4 years ago, I spent 30 grand at Caterpillar. That thing was all rebuilt.
I know.
Right from Cat. It was 30. So
But then it'll caught on fire.
right now, yeah.
I think that kind of voids that warranty right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But-
Hey, if you can get something for it, yeah.
If
All
somebody
right.
needs a block, it's a good machine.
It's 27 degrees out. I am that idiot that's cleaning his truck. I love the comments when somebody's new to my channel. All this guy does is clean his truck. That's not true. I eat lunch too. Listen to podcasts. Jeez. It's just, you would never catch me cleaning my truck if I don't own it. It's just a tool to move dirt. Yes, it is. Got a sickness. I got a sickness in my head. There's no cure for it. And a lot of you watching have the same disease. Doesn't make me mean we're bad guys. Just get high standards. That's all. Nothing wrong with that. All right, you want to teach everybody something?
What?
Teach them about the rock catcher. Most people don't know about it.
All right, we'll do that first.
You want to get a wrench, or you can do it by hand?
I gotta pair of pliers.
Okay, I'll wait for you. All right, you're in for a treat. If you made it this far to the end of the video, you might just about be ready to learn something from old Uncle Teddy here.
Oh Jesus!
He taught me something I never knew a while back. Now, Teddy, what are we doing here? Look, Teddy can stand right up under there.
You can too.
I know.
This is what they call a rock catcher. It catches all the stuff. The brakes are on, right?
Trailer brakes are off.
Put them on.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let's go. This is Tech Talk with Teddy. It's a new segment. It's probably the first and only episode. All right.
I could tell because there was pressure on it when I started.
Okay. So
screwing it.
what are we doing here?
I am dropping this. There's a screen in here.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to make sure it's clean, because if there's any moisture gets in here, it'll catch here, and that's why they call it the rock catcher. It'll catch here and prevent it from going back into the back of the trailer and screwing up the computer back there.
So how often do you do this?
Yeah, about 3 times a year.
Okay.
Depends, as long as you clean
Look
up
at that.
clean
The
up
screen. How's it look inside?
Yeah, you get some dirt in there.
Okay, and that could stop some of the air from getting through the system, right?
Yeah. Screen's clear. Yep.
Looks good.
I've seen this filled with ice
Yeah.
because people don't drain their air tanks. That's why
Right.
you see me draining my air tanks every day.
Every day you drain your air tanks.
Yeah.
What else do you do to prepare? So the temperatures are going to get down to the teens over the weekend. What else are you going to do to prepare?
Throw some fuel conditioner in, but I mean, we fuel up every day. It should be all right, but not this weekend, but maybe another week or so I'll probably start using the
Yeah, I was going to put something in tonight.
I
You
gotta-
want to plug your truck in?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
plug it in this weekend. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
go
do
throw
the same
some
thing.
grease on this.
Okay.
Oh, that's why it's screwing up the O-ring.
Oh,
Let me go throw some grease on this, just a little lubricant.
okay. What are you looking at? Oh, there's some grease. Look at this guy.
Make sure it lines up right.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Oh yeah, much easier now.
There you go.
A little bit of lubricant.
Good job. Here we go. This is to keep it from gelling up. This is for if it gels up. There's a difference.
I said during the 70s, before they came out with that stuff, if it was real cold out,
Yeah.
we're running either a 50-50 or a 60-40 mixture of diesel fuel and kerosene.
Kerosene, huh? We throwing flames through the stacks?
Oof. It will run a little.
Blue flames, huh?
Believe me.
Yep. All right. Preventative maintenance. I have never gelled up, by the way, that I can remember. Whoops. Hoppa. time plugging her in. Ever. It's been a hell of a week. Rest in peace, Hammer. My condolences to all Bob's family and friends and comrades who worked with him over the years in the trenches. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, hit that subscribe button, please. I'd appreciate it. Catch me again next week, and we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into. I'm gonna head home, take a shower, and I'm gonna head to the Ben Center birthday party. Shh, he doesn't know about it, so don't say anything. Well, by the time you see this video, it'll be over with, but peace and grace.